I did enjoy your Suez Canal joke, Lee. However, I have another one. What do you get when you mix a snowman and a vampire? Rachel, do you know?
Frostbite?
Hey!
Hey!
Welcome to our Call of Cthulhu game, Horror on the Orient Express, the only place where you can find terrible jokes like that for free. I mean, really. Yeah. Hi, I'm Becca. I am the person apparently running this game. I don't know. I'm tired, guys. It's not gonna get interesting. I'll just throw that out there. But yeah, I am Becca. This is my crew of investigators. Gaggle of investigators.
Gaggle.
Gaggle. They're my gaggle.
Probably an aggravation would be a better term. Aggravation of investigators.
What about Mom?
Oh my word. Mob also works.
That's kind of a murder.
That's true.
I haven't murdered anyone yet. I might have slightly poked a chameleon, but that's about it.
You haven't murdered anyone. However, it seems to be no matter where you go, death finds you. So, yeah, murder follows you. But yeah. So thank you for listening to our 2-minute ramble here at the beginning of our stream. This is the iconic production on Twitch. This is our Call of Cthulhu game. We are playing Horror on the Orient Express. I am, once again, Becca, the keeper of the arcane lore, and I cannot do this alone. And my aggravated murder of investigators can't do it by themselves either. We are very much reliant on JD, our producer, and Phantom of Truth, our moderator. Without them, we are lost and confused, as evidenced by the rambling that just happened. So yeah, once again, at the top, we have Lee, who plays Dr. Nellie, and Chris, who plays Ricky the Barber, who happens to be incognito right now.
He's putting my ice pack away, sorry.
He's really a good guy, guys. The Barber is just a misnomer. Not like anything scary. We have Jenny, who plays Gertrude, and then Rachel playing Charlie, and Paul is back with us playing Mason, which is super important because our group of investigators, our aggravated murder of investigators, has come to Zurich, Switzerland for the express purpose of watching Mason in a boxing match.
So excited.
Set up by his agent. He sent telegrams to his wife, which he does have, and so all those flirting NPCs need to stop.
They do. Once they see who I have, then they'll be like, oh, I can't compete.
Sure. I don't see why not. Yeah. So they made it to Zurich. Mason went off to meet with his agent and probably his wife in our last week of the game. Gertrude, Nellie, and Charlie kind of went for a stroll around the city, taking in the sights, going to a museum, and getting kind of a sense for what was here. In the process, Gertrude may or may not have seen her long-lost fiancé. Question mark? And it didn't upset her at all, and she wasn't bothered by it. The girls found a picture that seemed to have a in this giant picture was a small portrait of Sir Count Fenelon. And they took perhaps a wary confusion about it. And the group had left Ricky in charge of guarding their simulacrum pieces. They currently have the left arm and the torso, along with the scroll for the head scroll. While Ricky was watching over these items, he heard a familiar voice. One that rang back and brought back emotions, powerful emotions of anger and hatred and, again, murder. Unable to hide from Larry, Ricky was forced to admit that he was here for perhaps sightseeing, but nothing important. And after Larry had left, Ricky proceeded to interrogate the girlfriend, Marie. I'm sure it went fine. Oh yes, this is my new iconic podcaster. It is pretty swaggy. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah. So the group has gotten back together. Ricky with some interesting information on his nemesis, Larry. The girls with some interesting information on Count Fenelon and perhaps the fall of Troy? Question mark. And Mason has returned with his wife to introduce to the group before his match tomorrow night. Is there anything else that you guys want to do before the match occurs?
I think at this point, all I'm going to be thinking about is the match. And excited to see my wife after not having seen her for a long time.
Yeah, it's a short introduction. What is your wife's name again?
Her name is Sarah.
Sarah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. And she currently lives in Austria, no? Or
That is correct. I'm trying to look for it, but I think you're right.
Excellent. She is quite fluent in Austrian and German and is able to get you into a very nice restaurant for the night before your fight.
Perfect.
Okay. The rest of you, was there anything that you guys wanted to do before the fight?
No. I was double checking my notes just to make sure.
Cool. All right, so
Sorry,
no.
the delay, trying to make sure everybody was good. I would want to try to procure some other clothing, like another jacket or something else, since I don't want Maria to recognize me at the fight.
You need
Jeez.
Maybe a new hat and a new jacket.
And not the glasses.
Pop down to the shop.
Oh yeah, you put the glasses on. Now if you leave them off, now you're not Clark Kent. I mean, you're not a character of unrecognizable form anymore.
Yeah, so no glasses. And just a hat and a new.
Just shave your head. You have like a 50-50 chance of looking like a serial killer, but it could be worth it.
How about we shave your head?
Nah.
Less likely
to get
catch.
yeah.
Get your hair caught in a fight. It's probably a good idea.
Unlike myself, my character is well groomed.
He is. He's a fantastic mustache.
does.
Yeah,
Beautiful handlebar mustache. Represents my biceps,
Wax it.
just with how full and powerful it is.
dumb question. I feel like Nellie would probably know this, but Lee has no idea. Are bets placed the night before, or are they placed just any time up until the match begins?
Anytime up until the match begins.
Okay,
Are you betting on me?
I am 100% betting on you.
Yeah. Sorry, my wife.
We haven't seen the other guy yet, but Nellie feels like that would be in poor form to bet on anybody else but him. And it's also a way to increase his spirits. And also, if it makes some money for her, she is not opposed.
Nice.
Yeah. How much are you putting down?
Oh, dude, do I need to like roll the credit rating, or can I just arbitrarily give you an amount?
You can give me. Well, what amount are you thinking? And if it's your credit amount for the day, then yeah, you'll have to give me a credit rating.
My credit is 70.
Okay.
But I think in like 20s, early 20s, like would like $20 be somewhere around like $100-$200?
Yeah.
I think wouldn't that be like a fair bet for a boxing match? She doesn't want to insult the proprietor.
Oh yeah. No, that's very much a fair bet.
Okay. She would put $20 down on him.
I wrote down that a credit level of 70 is approximately $50 a day of spending.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can only spend 30 more, which Nellie never spends her own money. I don't know how she's gotten that lucky.
All right. So Nellie heads out to find a place to place some bets. Totally legal place to find some bets.
Totally legal. She may or may not wear, one of her little zoot suits or whatever they're wearing these days. To go to, because she dresses like a dude sometimes because it makes her feel safer. I mean, she's not wrong.
All right. Anyone else gonna drop a bet?
Are the 20s?
Sure, I'm gonna empty my pockets and find a quarter.
Okay.
Not more than a quarter. You can put $1 down.
Okay, $1.
Oh, $1. Okay, $1. Who are you betting on?
$20.
Probably Mason.
You can say Sam Smash.
I know.
My dice.
According to Phantom, $1 in 1920 is about $13.15 in 2021.
All right, so that's pushing it for me. So
Yeah.
$20 is $160 ish.
Okay. Whatever. She can spend up to $50 a day. She's solid.
All right.
I'll take 2 5s and give one to Rach or one to Charlie. If she wishes to increase her bet, she may. And otherwise, I will put the $5 down.
can I just pocket it?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to with it.
Cool. I'll buy you a snack later.
Oh my gosh.
That's probably the wisest use of your money.
All right.
And I'll place 100 on Mason.
Like 100 today?
No, like $100 bucks.
You guys realize if I lose this, you guys all lose a lot of money.
I mean, Ricky brought a couple grand with him from the States, so.
It's for your good spirit.
Also, they're all rich, so
It's true.
now
All of
we've
my
got
friends are rich,
money coming out of their
except
eyeballs.
for Charlie. Charlie is broke as
I
anybody.
diversify the group, okay?
He was asked. Buy you food. Jeez.
Yeah, I
You
just
get
have to
got-
be cute, and people will buy me stuff, so it's fine.
You're just
Yeah,
you're part
exactly.
you're just part of our crew, so that's what we do. I mean, if you wanted me to buy you a dress, I probably would.
Perfect.
My wife would also love to take you out. It's weird saying that to an actual wife. Anyway, I'm ready to fight.
All right. Okay. So bets are placed. Do you all go to the same place to put your bet, or do you go different places?
I don't see why we would.
And I would go wherever Charlie went.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Probably with Gertrude.
I'm gonna
So did Gertrude go to the same place as Ricky and Nellie? That's the real question.
I'm just gonna go to the main arena.
Okay.
I would say so. I would probably be there too.
All right. Well, the way your manager set up this fight.
Oh, if you don't have his name, it's Felipe.
I think I did. This is good, Felipe. I do. His agent Felipe. Look at that. All right. Okay. So the first thing that you are aware of is that if you guys all went to the main hall to place your bets, they were 3-1 that Mason would win. It was his agent setting them up. So Mason is favored to win. Now, the fascinating part is in all of this fanfare and like getting ready, Ricky, as the person who has had several of the simulacrum pieces on or near you for the last 24 hours, I would like you to make a constitution roll.
I'm gonna have to push it.
Okay.
Gosh.
It was 65. Yeah, it was 65, but I rolled a 77. Next thing is trying to have it. I'm gonna have it right now. Come on. There we go. 29. Okay. So that would be.
Okay. Yeah, you don't seem to notice anything. As you head to the arena. You guys get in. There's a lot going on. There are people selling snacks. There's people selling drinks. You're all kind of on the same floor. There are a few seats kind of up above in the balcony. And there are like some box seating. But for the most part, if you just wanted to get in and watch, you're down on the floor.
I'm gonna go up to a box.
Okay.
Follow.
The agent has Felipe has put aside one for Sarah. Would you like to sit with her?
If she doesn't mind. Sure.
Yeah, have we like just out of role play, like have we already met her, like where we were introduced to her before the match and all that, pleasantries exchange and all that?
Yeah, I would have introduced her when I assume she would have come to me originally, and that would have been last episode. Or maybe it was different. And then when we came back, I don't know, we all would have chatted together. So you guys would know her, and she would have invited you up to the same box if you wanted it.
Yeah. She has a pretty kind disposition. And as you all come in, she goes, "Oh, yeah, please, there are seats for you. Please have a seat." So, Mason hasn't been able to tell me much about your trip. He's keeping it kind of quiet. And as you guys are up there with food going around down on the floor, there's a few kind of lower tier matches going on. Mason and Sam Smash are the highlight of the evening, so they're going to be the last ones.
I love that his name is Sam Smash.
Yes. There were a couple other, however, they were leaning a little far onto the film star names. And so I had to stop.
Film star names.
We'll discuss that after the stream.
Nice.
We're all same man are all named one name.
So, Sarah, what has Mason told you about our time in Europe together?
Oh, well, he's told me, well, that you guys are on a mission. Well, not a mission. That's one of his words. I don't know that something like that is really a mission. But you're doing a job for Professor Smith. He was a lovely gentleman, always helped to sponsor Mason whenever we were in London. Without him, I mean, we wouldn't have been able to come over here to Europe without Professor Smith's help. But yeah, so he said that you guys are looking for old pieces of something along the Orient Express.
Well, yes, we're locating different pieces of a singular statue. My research actually revolves quite around it. That's probably why he's not explaining anything. It's probably because most of it is rather boring. Considering it's fascinating to me, but it is frankly just kind of a torso piece, body history thing.
Oh, well, that
Body history.
So you are a professor, and you're doing this for your research?
Yes.
Oh, fascinating. Well, I hope it helps you, in your university.
Me too.
I don't think you said which one.
I believe I said Oxford. I want to say Cambridge, but I'm sure it's Oxford.
Becca knows it's Oxford.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Becca knows.
I was like, my lips were like Cambridge. My brain was like, no, it's Oxford. Stop it.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm an anthropology professor at Oxford.
Oh, that's just fascinating. There are so many just ancient, well, especially to us in America, but here in Europe, so many old ruins, and they're very interesting.
Yes. I actually, growing up, I lived close by. My mother has a home close to one of the Roman walls, and that was where I would go out and play, pretend to be a little Roman, traversing and conquering. But that's actually what gave me my inspiration to go into anthropology and history.
She laughs merrily at the thought of you playing Roman soldier.
Conqueror, right?
That's precious. Becca laughs merrily at that too. And she turns around and she looks at Charlie and she says, "So you're the race car driver, and do you? I'm so sorry. This is going to be so crass, but do you win? The men are so aggressive."
Right now it's kind of hard for me to get into races at this point. So, unknown.
Oh, well, I wish you luck, dear.
Thank you.
And
Charlie has plenty of spunk. That's one thing I've found out. Very spunky.
fun can get you so far. I'm sure.
Indeed.
And do you have a young man at home? Any of you three?
Nope, I've got a couple in Paris though.
Oh. Well. Tell me, are the Parisian men as wonderful as they pretend to be?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll have to get Mason to take me to Paris sometime soon.
Oh.
Well, Mason's not the one we need to worry about.
Mason? I need to worry about Mason? What was your favorite part of your trip so far?
Discovering a buried catacomb.
I was thinking about the glowing flowers. That was pretty interesting.
Glowing flowers. Interesting.
Smelled like human flesh.
And then died when we touched them. Honestly, Charlie would be like, yeah, probably would have said all that.
Okay, her smile kind of wilts from her face, much like that flower did once you touched it.
Yeah, that's a little too much info there.
And you hear the clanging of the announcement of the match. The one you have all been waiting for, getting ready to start. Introductions are made, loud, booming voices. Introduced in German, which I will not attempt to, but you clearly hear the words Sam Smash. You hear, I know Mason's last name.
Watts.
Thank you, Mason Watts.
I don't use it.
You hear championship. Now, this is not the championship match. However, both of these men have been up for winning a championship at one time or another. And whether they were successful is their own story to tell. So, the two gentlemen come out. You clearly recognize the dapper, dashing, biceps flexing Mason. The other guy is shorter, stockier, and completely clean shaven with a short, kind of buzz cut hair up top. They each get into their separate corners. Felipe tells you, Mason, that as long as you just kind of keep going for that left side, it's his weakest side, you got this. Don't let me down. Kind of like built you up here, so I need you to clinch this. Please don't clinch. Please.
I will do my best. I'm gonna roll for a what would it be?
A morale check.
I was thinking, something like that, or like give him some confidence boost.
Like an encouragement.
It's like, we got this. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Or persuasion or charm.
It's gonna be persuasion, I guess. Or charm. That one's better. It is a success.
All right. He grins up at you and he says, That's good to hear, Mason. All right. Palacio turns you around. When you hear that bell, remember, keep hitting that left side. You got this.
Okay.
All right. The bell rings. The two boxers walk out. Pound fists.
Oh, wait, left.
Put them up.
His left or your left?
His left. I'm ready. Can I intimidate him?
He punches first.
Wait, I want to intimidate him.
Okay, go ahead. You can try to intimidate him. And we'll see if he ends up punching.
Yeah, he ends up punching. I do not intimidate him.
All right, he is going to punch. You may either fight back or dodge.
I guess I would dodge. That makes sense. If you are waiting on me, I got an extreme success.
All right, you dodge underneath his first swing.
I'm gonna swing right back.
Okay. You strike back. He is going to try to hit that.
I should have been paying more attention to what my attack was. That is another extreme.
He failed. So you are going to do your max amount of damage.
Okay, so for me, that's a D3 plus a D4 plus my build. So that's 8.
8 points. All right. So you guys are watching, and yeah, sure. Mason dodges the first swing, but Mason's return swing clocks the guy just right across the temple. You all watch him as his eyes go dim. He stays up, kind of shakes his head a little bit, then puts his hands back up.
Wow. I guess I'm ready to swing again, but if he gets a turn, then I guess he gets a turn.
He will. Do you want to fight back or do you want to dodge?
I think I'm gonna fight back as well.
All right, make that roll.
Nellie,
Ooh.
just as this is happening, she's screaming like, "Come on, Mason, give him the 1, 2, 4." She has no idea what she
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like whistling or something anyway.
Nice. I did fail that.
Okay, he got a hit in a 70 out of 70. So he is going to roll his damage as he gets you in the chest for, I can do my math, 4 points. You feel a bit of the wind knocked out of you as he kind of gets you right in the ribs.
Ugh, rude. Punching back.
He's going to try to dodge.
I'm not making this up. I got another extreme success.
Okay, I got an extreme dodge.
Dang it. Wait, what does
So-
that mean? Is that a regular success then?
Let me pull up this.
Critical death roll.
Double check this. Do.
Or is it because we both did extreme, nothing happens?
On a draw, the defender wins.
Bummer.
So he manages to dodge it. I mean, you all thought he can space and connect it again. However, Sam Smash seems to spin out of it, bounce off the ropes, and come back.
I'm dodging. Regular.
Regular. Defender wins the draw.
Yes.
Your turn.
Oh. I fumbled.
Ooh,
I got a
he
100.
fight back. Oh, he fumbled.
Oh, hey, cool.
It is
That's
super awkward. Charlie, you whistle. And it seems to cut through the air. And at that moment, did Mason just twist his ankle? You're not sure, but he doesn't look quite so steady on it right now. Oops. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like keep my hands to myself now.
All right. Yeah, Mason, your ankle feels a little twingy. I'm sure it's fine. But as Sam Smash goes to punch you again, if you wish to dodge, you have to use a penalty dice and take the lower, or the worse, I should say, the worse of the two options. If you'd like to fight back, you're just standing there. Wait onto that ankle.
I think I'm going to fight back then. And if I have to, I'll take a punch.
Okay.
So that is a regular success.
I rolled a 2.
Nice. Extreme success.
Extreme success. So, yeah, you're going to take another 5 points of damage.
Well, do I connect at all?
With your regular?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, the higher wins that one. You get a little dazed. Your ankle feels a little weak. Ooh, language today, guys. Who's speaking?
I'm getting nervous here, guys.
Your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna punch. That is a success.
Woo. Well,
This is another extreme.
well, here's the thing. Because not only did you fumble that time, but he did as well.
Wait, I didn't fumble.
No.
I didn't fumble.
Last time.
Oh, okay.
No. When you fumbled and your ankle got weak, he didn't realize, like, he did something funny to his shoulder. So when he was going to fight back, he needed to raise up his arm. So I did a penalty dice. And if I hadn't, it would have been a 5. However, since I did, it's a 65, which is just a regular success. So,
Since I rolled better than him, though, do I get it?
well, would you like to spend some luck?
I don't think luck is worth it on this one.
Okay, then no.
I mean, I'm like 20 away from that, so
Okay.
not quite worth it.
Not quite.
Not quite.
That's a very good point. Are you guys going to attempt to affect the outcome of the match at all, or do you just watch?
I mean, isn't like screaming and shouting and whoop whoops because that's what I think what we're all trying to do.
Yeah, and that's great for because everybody's whooping and shouting and whooping. You know what? You guys can each give me a luck roll.
Oh, good.
Whoa.
Oh, I got an extreme success.
Fuck. Or whoop whoop. I succeeded, but like by the skin of my teeth. So
That's fine. Between you and Charlie succeeding, once again, somehow that maybe it's like Charlie's piercing whistle followed by Nellie's whoop whoop and Ricky's, I don't know, yeehaw.
hit him where it counts. Hit him where it counts.
No, just another wolf. Yeah. You know, the ball. Ooh,
Okay.
I'm gonna get it again.
You and me.
I
Double
was also successful.
All right. The double whistles and a whoop whoop. Mason, you know your friends are cheering you on.
Yay.
This is probably between you each get probably one more hit. If you would like to fight back, I will give you a bonus die this time.
Fighting back. I'm ready. Oof.
What did you get the first time?
I'm gonna spend 1 luck and get a hard success.
Oh, good. He had a hard success also.
Dang
So
it.
it's a draw. However, you get one more punch.
Extreme
Oh,
success. I rolled a 2.
Oh, I rolled a 10 to dodge.
Oh,
No.
come on.
Can you like spend
Stop.
luck to get a 0? Would that help?
You don't want to get a 0. Because that's a 100.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Why do you gotta be rolling the exact same thing I do, Becca? Come on.
I mean, I can set up a camera and you guys can like double check it, but
I mean, I trust you, but still.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy. So the bell dings, and you are both kind of pushed back into your corner with no clear winner yet. Felipe squirts some water into your face. You regain 3 hit points.
Fun.
kind of refreshes you. You take a swig of water, kind of dabs at one of the cuts. He goes, all right. Mason, you said you got this. You were super inspiring just a minute ago. I need to know that you really do got this.
Oh, I for sure got this.
All right. Turns you around, slap you on the butt, send you back in.
Swing immediately.
You swing immediately. Sam Smith is not expecting it and is taking a penalty to dodge.
I rolled a 1.
Well, I fumbled. So,
Do I get to do double damage? Because that sounds awesome. Can we do that?
you do get to do your maximum amount.
I believe that's 8. I think we
It's
counted
8.
that last time.
All right. Even though he made his con save, what that means is as he hits the ground, he loses a tooth, but he is knocked out.
Yeah.
A win.
I'm gonna raise my hands and be like, I am victorious.
The referee pulls your hand up. Felipe jumps on your back. And then you hear him kind of go, although that was kind of a cheap shot, just saying.
It was not. You're allowed to punch as soon as that bell rings.
You are indeed. And the fight is over. Mason is victorious. You all get your money. Nelly, you get $60 back.
Ooh.
Gertrude, you get $15 back. Charlie, you get $3 back. And Ricky gets $300 back.
Jeez.
You head out into the night. The night is not young, but certainly not late. And I'm pretty sure you are all hyped up on adrenaline and excitement. So even though you know you need to catch a train down to Venice tomorrow, you have the evening.
I guess I would get caught up on the stuff that I missed if I hadn't done that already.
That we did in the
Yeah, that you guys did last episode. And then probably, I don't know, do whatever routine I normally do to heal up,
Mine now.
Yeah.
And Ricky, what are you wanting to do?
Do I see Maria and Larry?
Yeah, make a spot hidden check.
That's a hard success.
Yeah, you see them. You watch, as the imagine it ends. You spotted them at the beginning when you walked in. You've kind of kept an eye on them the whole time. Marie was didn't seem too into the whole fight, but seemed more amused by how Larry ripped up his betting number, threw it on the ground, stomped it into the dirt, and then angrily stomped away.
That's great.
Sucks to suck.
He walked away from Maria?
Yeah, well, yes. She kind of stands there a moment, crosses her arms, pouts, turns around.
You gonna do anything, Ricky?
And does not seem to recognize you.
the glasses.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
If Larry's far enough away, I would tap her on the shoulder.
All right, yeah. Larry has stormed out of the building.
Perfect. Great.
Okay. You tap her on the shoulder.
Yeah, tap her on the shoulder. Hey, Maria, what's with the long face?
Hans, you came here tonight?
Oh boy.
Was that a sentence?
Sorry. Hello, Hans. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, yeah. Looks like your friend there was not too happy with the way things go or the way things went.
Yeah, Larry bet on Sam Smash. He was not as good as the taller American.
And that's when I'd wave myself with some money. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. You have to know the right person to bet on, don't you?
She links arms with you
Oh man.
and says, "Yes, it is so good though to always know that you are clearly not only lucky but very smart. I know the perfect little place that we can go to if you're interested."
Let's go.
Okay.
We'll look over at the rest of the gang and just kind of go, I'll meet up with you later.
Yeah.
All right.
Later.
Later.
All right. You go and you spend a delightful evening with the Miss Marie. She orders the best food in this little dive. And yeah, it lasts as long as you desire.
Oh
It's
boy.
evening of fun.
I mean,
The
more
rest-
than anything,
Oh, yep.
more than anything, I'm trying to get more information about Larry out of her. And since I just won $200, I mean, I'd be fine with spending some of that money on food and everything else.
Okay.
But still, trying to get information about what's happening with Larry.
Okay. So, I would like you to roll, a charm or persuade with a bonus die.
Can't use fast talk because I've got better score in fast talk. I'll do charm.
No, you can do fast talk. I'll allow fast talk because you are attempting to get stuff out of Earth.
Yeah, I'll take an extreme success with a 4. I mean, that'd be an extreme success on any of them, but I'll take that.
With you sharing your money, your time, and your attention, she is more than happy to badmouth Larry on a near endless blurb. You do hear about how he's always spending time with his very creepy Turkish friends. You hear about how he wanted her, or he had asked her if she would ever give up anything about her, like her eyes or something, if she wanted to get prettier ones, or if she ever wanted a singing voice, and she always said no. You hear about how he was hoping to get that money from the match because he had to just spend a whole lot in order to get a special package sent to Istanbul. Nope, Constantinople. I know which one it is.
Hashtag Constantinople,
Yes.
Istanbul. So we sent a package there.
Yes.
I think we've established that it's Istanbul at this point.
It's Constantinople still.
It is Constantinople.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Constantinople. I blame Mark.
I mean, that's a good default. We'll just blame Mark, who,
Right?
generously makes all these dice boxes and other things.
I know, right?
So is Constantinople the place that we're going to, where like we have to do the whole ritual thing?
It's the end of the line. Yes.
Gotcha. I'm willing to bet that he sent one of the statue pieces there then. Just thinking out loud.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? And that's, I mean, we talk about it because I come back and share the information with everybody. Okay.
She also, the final thing that she tells you, Ricky, before more interesting pursuits are pursued, is that Larry was also really upset because it seemed like one of his bosses was recently killed. And he heard about it today. Apparently his boss was like thrown off a roof or something, and he's just really upset about that.
Okay, so the last person we were on that died shot themselves. So this wasn't us. Yay!
That
I love
wasn't
your
us.
optimism.
Hashtag silver lining.
I was gonna say hashtag the count question mark.
Don't talk about her
I mean-
right now in the picture at the moment.
Talk about my large chicken.
Sweet chicken. Sweet chicken.
Well, you'd be the hen and he'd be the. Moving on.
Rooster?
Okay, so that is Ricky's evening. The rest of you go to a nice little place with Sarah, Felipe, who's just over the moon, gets drunk quickly and ends up, probably being slightly inappropriate to all three of you at different times before ending up underneath the table.
Nice.
Because I'm quite positive that all three of you would have rejected him. Bless his little happy soul.
Yeah, I mean, Gertrude would have been very nice to him and like tried gently to pour water in his drink when he wasn't looking, just to slow him down a little bit. But yeah,
There's no slowing him down.
Chugs every drink.
The other thing that Gertrude would do, just as we're on the roll, she's just keeping an eye out, just making sure there aren't any other doppelgangers of James around.
Well, why don't you roll me a spot hidden check?
Okay, this will be funny. Oh, that was a Jackal's crit fail. 88.
88.
So that wasn't a fumble, but it was not a success.
No, you do not see James anywhere.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm also trying to keep wandering hands off, so.
Yeah. Distracted.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Drink hands. Tisk tisk, Felipe.
You love the guy, but seriously.
Hey, he's a good manager, so
Mhm.
you got to put up with a few things every once in a while.
Women in the 20s put up with a lot.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Yes. Is there anything specific that you guys want to do in your evening of discussing? Or know that you all discuss what has happened, what could possibly happen, and to remind you all you are heading to Venice because in some of the notes that you got from I forgot his name. The butler of Professor Smith was that Napoleon's army took a piece of the statue to Venice. And from there, it is unclear where it has gone. So that is the goal for Venice. Just to remind you all. Also, just another friendly reminder, do not go into the water at Venice.
I was just about to say, I hear the gondolas are lovely.
The gondolas are lovely.
Daytime though, it's safe, right?
Wait, no. I'm like, I literally know nothing about Venice except for that it has water and the water smells really bad. What's wrong with the water?
Well, from what you understand, Nellie, the water smells really bad.
Pretty sure it's like vampires or something. Is that what the myth
Well,
is?
the basic thing is sewage.
Yeah, in the water.
Sewage, gross.
I'm still, it's full of sharks. I'm still on that.
Poop sharks.
Okay, so not real sharks. Okay.
Shark. But for all of our viewers, if you go and you look at this campaign book, terrifying. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Terrifying.
Google what's in the water.
Huh.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the campaign book because I don't want spoilers. But when the campaign is over, I will look and see what Becca could have hit us with.
Yeah.
Or Will.
Will. I'm gonna go with Will.
Could
Yeah.
possibly.
No, I'm genuinely curious about the makeup of the Venetian water.
Well, and then there's also an island where they used to have a madhouse where Byron actually swam through the water to get back to the mainland when he escaped from the madhouse where they had put him. It's quite a story. Yeah.
Again, Europe. They
Yeah.
got crazy stories. Hashtag poop sharks. Thank you, Mark. So. You guys spend the joyous.
Anything about other hashtags, and yet Mark then throws out hashtag poop sharks. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So. You spend a lovely evening together. Resting, celebrating, enjoying each other's company. Sarah begs you, Mason, to let her join you on the next leg of your trip.
I feel like if she joins us, she's gonna die. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just what happens. So do I want her to die in front of me or not? I will consult the group because I am a loving husband who will let her do that if she wants to, but I have to ask the friends first. So what did the friends say?
I'm not there. I'm preoccupied. Indisposed.
Well,
True.
Here's the question, Mason. Are you asking the friends in front of Sarah? Or are you like, oh, sorry, honey, why don't you go powder your nose and we'll talk about it when you get back?
I feel like out of politeness, I wouldn't ask with her right next to us so that I could get your actual opinion.
Okay.
So you don't have to feel obligated to say yes, I guess is what I'm saying.
I think that Nellie would probably still say, why not? Probably because Nellie doesn't really think all the stuff that has happened. It's weird, but she's not like, we're at the center of it. She's just more like, yes, she should come, but she probably shouldn't leave the hotel if we go to places.
Gotcha. So turn it into a vacation for her rather than a follow us around and watch people die kind of thing?
Correct. We can always send her on errands too.
That's true. There's a perk there. Charlie?
Sorry. Freaking this the top.
You want a girlfriend?
I think I'm just indifferent. That's where I'm at.
All right, Gertrude, unless you're a no, I'm going to say she can come.
Gertrude is highly opposed. However,
Highly opposed.
Yes. Gertrude has already lost a loved one. And then this loved one seems to have showed up again. So she's like, you put her on a boat back to America and you lock her in an ivory tower and you leave her there where she's safe. You idiot.
Do I hear all of that directly?
Yes.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna be a little taken back by that statement and be like, I don't know if you're serious about that. She's not a porcelain doll. So
do what makes you happy, Mason, but do consider if you lose her, what do you have then?
You guys. Cool. Well, I will consider that, and I will say she can accompany us on the next leg of the trip.
Okay.
I'll run.
She is absolutely delighted, and throws her arms around you in a display of gratitude. The rest of you standing there, that's quite the long kiss. And she is just thrilled that you will let her accompany you.
Yeah.
That was Becca. All right.
That was Becca, because Becca's gonna kill her.
Me.
Rude. All right. I'll do my best.
So, you spend the rest of your evening in your varying places. You are able to reconvene at the train station in the next morning. Yes, Chris?
I will say, just for the end of Ricky's evening, he will have gotten a gift for Maria and gives her a small box about yay big. Tells her not to open it until later, as he drops her off at her room at the hotel.
Okay.
And what's inside the box will be a very nice ornate fan, and underneath that, a straight edge razor.
Okay.
That's it. And it'll just not written anything else or whatever else, just in the hopes that Larry will see that and put two and two together.
Cool. That's terrifying. All right.
A little bit.
It's not like it's a bloody razor or it's anything else. Just a standard straight edge razor that he could find in any of the shops there. Just Larry will know.
Yes.
And thus I'll give Larry the finger.
Yes. As you you. That is quite the finger for Larry to see. Yes, Larry will see this, and things will fall as they shall.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right. So, in the next morning, you are all able to gather your things, get back on a train, and head to Venice. I would like you to roll me a spot hidden check. As you are
All of us?
Oh boy.
all of you, any who wish to be aware of your surroundings.
No, I like to be completely oblivious at all times.
Cool.
I'm loving my rolls today. I got a hard success.
Ooh, I got. Wait, spot hidden?
That looks like extreme.
No. I got a hard success.
I got the irregular success.
Regular. Okay.
Both Ricky and Nellie were successful.
Awesome. All right. So, while you were all on your in your seats on your train, very comfortable, but not nearly as comfortable as the Orient Express, you all see a young woman, very attractive, dressed all in black, veiled in mourning. She is weeping a few seats beyond you. Those of you with the hard success, you're able to see that she has a silver locket in her hand, and she seems to be weeping over Papa.
Mm.
Over what? I'm sorry.
Sorry, say that again?
You said she seems to be weeping over.
Papa. Her
Oh, okay.
Papa. There is a middle-aged, very sober-looking woman who seems to be her maid accompanying her.
I suppose myself and my wife would go over, and I would have my wife console her, and I would talk to the maid.
Okay. And Sarah does a lovely job consoling. Gives her a fresh handkerchief, and anyone who would like to have followed along will hear the story spill both from Maria Stagliani. I can do this. Stagliani's lips, as well as from her maid. Her father died suddenly of pneumonia at home in Venice while she was visiting relatives up in Germany. He apparently slipped into the canal one night. He never recovered from that dip in the cold, icy water. So she cut short her holiday and is returning now. She shows you a picture of her papa, and it is not a particularly old gentleman. It seems unlikely that slipping into a canal would have brought the pneumonia on so suddenly. And she tells you that he taught philosophy and comparative religion at the University of Venice. The maid lets you know, Mason. Her name is BC. And BC tells you that no, Giovanni Stagliani is not particularly old. He was in his late 40s, nearly 50, but not terribly old. And that she worries for Maria going home because this holiday was to help her get some distance from a particularly intrusive gentleman caller.
Oh.
Okay. Can I get a closer look at that pocket watch?
Yeah. This
Or locket?
locket picture of her dad.
Is there anything else special about it? Like, I don't know, that it locks or it does anything, or intricate carvings, since her papa was what was he? Historian? What would you say?
He was a professor of philosophy and comparative religion.
Philosophy. Ah, yes.
Thanks, Gertrude.
You're welcome. It's also kind
Or
of my
does it-
wheelhouse, so not
Nice.
Gertrude's, Jenny's.
Yeah. Anything special about it, or is it just a pretty?
It seems like a pretty standard silver locket that you would have a picture of your loved one in which you could remember them by.
Okay. I'm gonna ask more about this, I guess, person who's been pursuing her.
Okay. BC tells you it is Alberto Rossini. He's a member of the Venetian Fascist Party, which is really why Aid is not thrilled with him, it seems. He also seems to be an angry, quickly irritated young man who went off to see the Great War and returned changed and not pleasant to be around. Give me a charm roll to see how charming you are here.
I am very charming. Hard success.
With your very charming and your wife being so supportive, VC also tells you that there is another gentleman suitor for the Miss Maria. His name is Giorgio. I have a last name, Giorgio. Oh, Gasparetti. And that he would be much better suited with Maria than that Rossini boy.
What makes him so much better?
Well, he's not a part of the fascist party, and he is nice and sweet and has a good heart. Yes, he is hot-headed and idealistic, but while he's not too bright, he does mean well.
Okay. All right. So where's this Giorgio then?
He's also in Venice, and hopefully he will be able to take Maria home before Rossini does.
Have you encouraged this Giorgio?
Who are you asking that to?
BC?
BC?
Yeah.
She laughs and she says, oh, it's not me who needs to encourage him. It is Maria who does. But trust me, she feels the same way. And Maria goes, BC, you've tell strangers those things.
My apologies. I ask too much.
Sarah looks up at you and then gently pats Maria's hand and says, he really does. He means very well, but he just likes to get into the middle of everything, you know?
Yeah, that's what got me on the Orient Express to begin with.
Yes, it did. Womp womp. All right. Womp womp. All right. BC and Maria offer to help the investigators in any way that they can, while the major hotels will be close to the train station. Maria offers up kind of like a day, not today, but tomorrow, the 21st. She would like to take them on a tour of Venice. It is a very beautiful place, but it is also very confusing. All the channels and small spaces make it actually very confusing to navigate through.
I would say, I would love to. Is there a specific place you want to meet?
Any of the hotels is fine with her.
I'll just, I guess, do we have a set hotel that we're staying at?
You do not. You all get to choose. If you go to your traveler's companion, you'll be able to choose a hotel. You do not have to do so tonight if you do not. We can figure out which one it is tomorrow or next week.
Perfect.
Yeah. Whatever we end up telling her,
would just
tell her where we go.
Would just pull Mason aside really quickly and just kind of say quietly so that Maria doesn't hear us. Do you want to just arrange a time to meet, or should we invite her to join with us because we know what happened to the last person we were supposed to meet somewhere?
Fair point. Yes, we should accompany them. And then we can even, and this is me speaking to her in a very excited tone of, yeah, and we can even keep her away from Alberta. Alberta? Yeah.
Alberta. Sarah rolls her eyes.
I got playing to it a little bit.
And dear, it is not up to you to determine whose love Maria shares.
But this man doesn't sound good. We gotta encourage people to choose the right people. Otherwise, I had people input into me that I should go after you. Do you not want me to do that for others and let them have such a lovely life as us?
Are you telling me you would not have pursued me without someone's help?
I was young. I was dumb. But people were smarter than me at that time. What's that?
You made it sound like that's all in the past. You might not be young, pat, but you're still pretty dumb.
Yeah, blame it on all the conks on the head, but it's fine.
She often teases you, such. So, yeah. You know she loves you deep down somewhere.
Somewhere.
She still wants you to take her to Paris so she can see all the handsome Parisian men, though.
She does. She wants to go with Charlie.
Yeah.
Believe me, Charlie wants to go back.
Good to know. All right. So, you guys eventually, the train rolls up to Venice in the evening. Twilight has already twilight has broken, and you see porters ready to take your luggage away. You step off and you notice that there is a group of 6 men standing behind a very he appears that he wishes to be important, but this pudgy bureaucrat murmurs in Maria's ear as he takes her hand and seems to be expressing his sorrow and endearment, and gently seems to be leading her away to a waiting car.
I don't love it.
Yeah, can I like run up to her and kind of? Yeah, can I get a feel for like who this guy is as I like look at her and?
You can kind of make a guess. This is probably Alberto Rossini. The
I shall
important
have none of this.
of the Venetian fascist party.
I will run up after Charlie and say, "Oh, Maria, I'm so sorry to bother you, dear, but I believe you dropped something, and I wanted to make sure that you got it back."
She will turn around
and I will pull out the silver ring that I picked up in
No.
Lasan.
Can't be
Okay.
a good thing.
She's for sure gonna die now.
Okay.
And I'll just, is this yours? Yeah, I hold it out like on my palm to show her. Is this yours?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Alberto gets an angry, fiery look upon his face, and he turns and he starts yelling at her. She has been able to speak a very lovely English with you all. Alberto is yelling in Italian, and she tries to like calm him down, but he, the black shirts, his thugs, standing around him, seem to wish to separate Gertrude from Maria and are kind of trying to edge Gertrude back as Alberto yells at Maria.
Is VC with her?
BC? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sad. I don't know what I can do about this.
Break out your boxes.
Yeah, I'm not fighting 6 guys.
At that point, Ricky's going to go up to Gertrude and put his hand on her shoulder, try to just hold his hand up to the others and like whisper to her, "What are you doing?"
Just wanted to give her a chance to get away if she wanted to. That's all. You know, it was supposed to be, oh no, it's not mine, and then we'll go turn it into Lost and Found, and we'll be right back, and nothing ever works out the way I planned.
So
And you lost a fancy ring.
You don't want me to start shooting people, right?
No.
From what I've heard of the fascist party, probably not.
Okay. I'm here, I've got your back, but
All right.
I'm afraid if you push any farther, that's where we're going. So maybe we should step back.
Sure. I'll just call us. You know, give us a message.
Oh, I will. And she gives you her address. And she just says, thank you again for all of your assistance.
Guys, she's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
How do we save her?
She gets into the car.
Not the car.
Wait, do we not that this would happen, but is it the same car that was described last time?
And it's not an Alfa Romero.
Just checking.
Can we get the number plate?
Yeah, you can get the number plate. You have to write it down.
Okay.
And she and her maid are driven home. You all find rooms in a hotel. Sarah is not happy that you let her be taken away, Mason, and she gives you an earful later.
Sure.
What were you going to say?
Me?
I thought
I was,
one of you guys was saying something.
oh no, it was me. I was discussing. I was having a sidebar with Chris about would it be entirely too ludicrous if Nellie just like surfboarded on into that car and going like, "Where are we going?" Obviously, that didn't happen. But my question was, could we not have like taken a taxi behind them and like creepily followed?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I was thinking it too, so if you suggest it, we can totally creepily follow.
Suggested. Oh gosh, this is open. There is liquid coming out of this.
It's a nice bag.
Sorry. It's a janky ice pack because it's just a Ziploc bag. But it's leaking. Then yeah, I would suggest we do the We do the taxi thing. Follow that car.
I would like you to give me a luck roll to see if you can get a taxi after determining that you didn't need one, and then if you're able to follow them. Nelly, give me a luck roll at minus 25%.
Is that
a luck roll
at minus 25?
Yes, you're gonna have to math for me because I can't do that. And
That's fine. Roll.
Okay.
That's really
11?
good. Yeah, your luck is
My luck is pretty good actually.
yeah 84 minus 25. Then that's 59. So that's still under a fifth. So yeah, that's a critical or an extreme success.
Awesome. You are all able to pile into the taxi, follow the car. It stops. They all get out of the car and get onto a gondola.
No.
At least we can follow them on the gondola. It's only going, one.
I just start walking around it. I don't know. I don't know how Venice works. I've only seen it in Assassin's Creed.
Venice has a lot of canals and not so many streets.
Yeah.
I think gondola was the thing on the
You're thinking
on the wire.
Right. I was thinking a gondola was a thing on wires too. It's fine. Also, we know not to go next to the water.
In the water. We can be next to the water, potentially.
Nelly jumps in the water. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Becca.
Sorry, I put the emphasis in the wrong syllable. Apologize.
I guess they would get out of the taxi then, pay the taxi driver, and maybe wait a few gondolas and then follow behind.
How dark is it? Is it are we being sneaky at all, or are we just blatantly following these people?
It's getting dark. You had to have the luck roll to see if you could figure out where they were going. If you would like to continue to follow them and to be stealthy, those will be multiple rolls.
Are we afraid that she's going to die? Because I think I've missed something.
That seems to be the general consensus. We're all worried she's going to get murdered. Or something weird's going to happen to her, like Lady Katerina.
Yep.
We, at this point, have a bit of a trauma about women getting into cars with men.
Right? You're not the only one.
Becca, what's the foot traffic like around this
We
area?
pursue. What do I need to roll?
Yeah, so are we getting in the gondola or what?
Depends on what Chris's question is.
What's the? How many people are around right now? Are the streets really? I don't know. Are they really open? Not a lot of people, or is there a lot of foot traffic?
There is quite a bit of foot traffic. It is getting dark, and there are also quite a few boats out on the canals.
So, Becca said not to get in the water. We can get in the gondola and be fine, right?
Yeah, probably.
Are there any bridges
There are some bridges.
this gondola might go under?
Yes. It probably will go under a bridge or two.
We're not fighting people.
We could throw people into the water so they get.
I do have a very good throw.
I'm just trying to sort out the environment to see if it'd be something that, I mean, it's going to be hard to track them if they hop on a gondola and head out. But, you know, it's if they get on a boat, it's going to be hard to track them. So either we need to take a different course of action, maybe try to jump on the boat or grab the girl, or do something else. If you're really afraid for her life, then I don't think we're going to have, our luck's going to run out in trying to tail them without them finding out.
We could just watch the general direction of where they're going, though the gondolas, the canals are as varied as streets, so.
How about this? Becca, are there any hotels sort of in the direction that they're going, or is that going to be away from places we could stay?
There are hotels everywhere. It just depends on if you want to stay at the really nice touristy ones or the not so nice local ones or the nice not touristy ones.
Gotcha.
I was looking at Traveler's Companion, and I one that looks good.
How about we just try to tail them on foot through the crowds, because they'll be easier to see than we will be as noticeable with the crowds. I mean, provided we don't
It seems fair.
start hitting people.
Let's do that.
All I can think of right now is that.
Hey.
And also, yeah, Lisa, way to say we're not fighting people when you're, a boxer.
You want us money!
Your fighting was the key point of this.
All right. You
Cool.
attempt to follow on foot. However, there are several times that the gondola changes direction. There is no way to get there on foot, and you shortly lose them. You also aren't entirely sure where you are and where a hotel is. So you could ask a porter to ferry you to a hotel at this point, or continue to wander the streets in darkness. Sarah is still mad at you, Mason. Just going to throw that out.
I already forgot. What is she mad about? Which part? I know there were a few.
Well, you are absolutely correct. There are a few reasons why she is mad at you. Well done. You've narrowed it down.
Yeah, I would say we'd probably just hop on a gondola, fastest route to whichever hotel
Wait,
the
are we
group has looked up,
doing a gondola?
or a ferry or whatever
Okay.
it was. If we've lost them, then there's no point in us, wandering the streets.
No, but the streets of darkness have creepy adventure. I'm ready for some spook.
Some spook. Well, that spook will have to wait until next week. When apparently you guys are going to just all stay on the street as darkness fully settles in over Venice, which will be totally fine because it's not like Count Fenelon is afraid of the sun anyway.
Man.
And also to defend Paul, I mean,
Yeah.
it is a fair question when you're role playing a character
I
and
was making a joke.
suddenly now his wife is in the party with us.
Yep. This is what happens when you bring your wife along. She's unhappy with all of your decisions.
It's okay. It happened.
Hey, we're gonna go to a hotel so I can show Sarah all of my guns and weapons.
Oh gosh, we're gonna not do that.
We will find out. So we will find out next week as you guys are apparently deciding to wander the streets of Venice in darkness.
Whoa. Did we decide that?
We were looking for a hotel.
Confused, unsure of where you are and what is happening. The streets of Venice swallow my aggravated murder of investigators thoroughly and we start next week with new characters. So thank you all for watching and playing. I hope you had fun. I enjoyed the boxing match. I hope all of you did as well.
I did.
Way to win some money, people. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We appreciate all that you do for us here on Iconic Productions. We cannot continue without you. But especially thank JD, our tech producer, Phantom, our moderator, as he has just dropped in the chat. You can see more Call of Cthulhu games from Chaosium at chaosium.com. Also, thank you to Kelly Peck for the beautiful frames. And if you head over to our merchandise over on Redbubble, those Jackal's artworks that we are dropping are also by Kelly Peck. She has created so many beautiful things for us, and we are so grateful for her. Thank you for continuing to support us all. Your views, your shares, your likes mean so much. Your comments in the chat. We can't do this without you. And for those of you who are joining us perhaps for the first time or a long time, and you would like to help us out, continue to watch us here on Monday nights. You can also catch us here on this channel on Fridays for our 5th edition D&D adventure. It gets worse, Adventures in Abercan. Adventures in Abercan. It gets worse. I never know in which direction those go, but that's always worse, so it's fine. Death, destruction, sadness. Tomorrow is our last evening of Jackals here on the Iconic Production channel. Then we'll be going back to our regularly scheduled games over on Ulysses channel. We also have several podcasts, our 13th Age podcast and our Exploring Glorantha podcast. So don't hesitate to share your support by subscribing to any of these, liking any of these, sharing any of these, or heading over to Patreon and supporting us there. All of our different tiers bring you different loot, swag, and sweet stuff. If you are interested, go check us out. And we hope you all have a wonderful week and a great night. We'll see you next time. Good night.